necessary. The position doesn't win itself for white. I can defend my pawn. He has some weaknesses on c3, a4, d5. Rook b1, not that big a deal at the moment. At least our pawns are on the right color. On the queen side, yeah, this move is a blunder, I think. He's hanging his pawn on d5, so he's starting to fall apart. And d6, maybe I spoke too soon. Knight here. We're going to break it up. We are going to break it up with f6 before it gets too scary. And I guess there's a couple ways to play this. I also could have tried something based on... oh man. Alright. Now we're getting really concerned about this. Maybe c4, idea knight c5. He's winning on time. It's weird because this guy wasn't that fast before. He's gotten faster. I recall winning on time against him, actually, quite a few games. So it's kind of surprising. Now knight c6. Looks like it comes close to winning. It doesn't matter, I'm going to lose on time anyway. Unless I have some crazy miracle here. Threatening rook e6. And he has rook d5 and knight e3. Objectively, I think I might be okay almost here. But this is the huge time disadvantage. So, it's a little bit of a problem, this changing from 15-minute to 5-minute. I'm having trouble adjusting, and that's going to cost me. So, normally I get in kind of pace with one-time control. Alright, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm okay here. If I can blitz, rook c6, and offer a draw with like 10 seconds left to 30, maybe he'll be a gentleman and take it, I don't know. Black is actually better at this point. But we're talking about microscopic advantages here. It's not much. He resigned. Well, that's what I was talking about when I said he wasn't fast. You guys think that I'm slow, and I am slow, but there are some people who are slower than me. He wasn't prepared for my sudden acceleration. Alright, I'm going to jump in the 15-minute games as well as the 5 and see whichever comes first. I'll play up to one more blitz game, and we go back to 15-minute. Oh, no, this guy, super fast player, bullet player. Yeah, time is the thing that he uses. He's a good player, not great, but good. But extremely fast player. So, alright. This is the line in the Ragozin that I've been playing. Might have played this guy before in this, don't know. I think that black is okay in this line. There was a game in Gibraltar, I think. Or maybe Gibraltar. That actually might have been a recent game in... Yeah, I think Mamadjarov played it. Sorry. Mamadjarov played it at Tata. This is a variation that I learned from Hungarian IM Tibor Károly, who is a theoretical contributor to Neuen Chess. Károly was recommending this line years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, and it's become something of a minor fashion, but not so much. It's a tempo game, basically, like in the Queen's Gambit. But black has adequate counterplay. I've seen a6 here. It could even be the Mahmoud game. He played against, I think, one of the Chinese players, but I'm not 100% sure. e5 looks weird. It looks a little bit early. If I take on d5, he takes on d4, I take on c6. I take on d5, he takes on d4, I take on c6. He takes on c3. I take on c3, he takes on c3, I take on c3. Well, what's up with that? Does he lose a pawn there? Take, 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 take. Yeah, it looks like he loses a pawn in that line. I take on d5, he takes on d4. Maybe he has knight takes d4? That's super weird. Like cd5, knight takes d4, pawn takes d4, pawn takes d4, check. Knight e2, and I'm up a piece. Yeah, well, I guess I'll try. This is a blitz game. His possible piece sacrifice, the knight takes d4 coming down, but I don't, see like the denouement for him. He's got a couple pawns for it. After knight takes d4, e takes d4, pawn takes d4, check, knight e2. But it looks a little optimistic for black. I'm threatening the castle queenside and get away. Well, that may not be the best with my king position. I'm not sure. ed4, pawn c6, pawn c3, bishop takes c3. He doesn't have really that much developmental compensation. Actually, no, I'm wrong. He's not down a pawn there, so this whole thing is totally unclear. No, I have another line, of course. CD, ED, pawn takes c6, pawn takes c3, bc, and that might have been missed by both of us because it was definitely missed by me at first. So he has two pieces hanging after this. No, I just think he had to do this. This was not like his intention. He intended to play differently, I think. This looks odd for black. Like he's playing kind of weird Chigorin without his pieces in the best spot. And he has a little bit of kingside play. c4 is not on. Actually, c4 could be on, but I want to develop my king. The problem is maybe bishop takes h3 sacrifices at some point. Could be an issue. So, I wonder if I have anything better than bishop d3. I really have to get my king out of the center, so I don't see myself. Actually, this is very tactical. ED, CD, knight b4. Bishop takes h7 check, king h8, bishop takes b4, knight takes b4, and I move my queen like to maybe b2. So the position has the flavor of several different openings. I mean, Chigorin, the Lasker variation of the Queen's Gambit. So I don't mind this bishop exchange. And bishop takes h7 check. The alternative leaves me with nothing, so it seems like all or nothing here. Bishop takes. And here I said queen b2, but maybe queen d2 is a little better, a little more centralized, although b2 also, I mean, d2 gives me the option to play bishop d3 like next move. So he's kind of a, okay, he's kind of a swindler, this guy. Now I might just castle. Well, I have other moves. he doesn't have any real attack, and if he gives up his bishop, fine. It looks strange to castle into this, but actually my king is pretty safe. Okay, here we need to look at all the possibilities. I have queen b1 check, f4, but f4 g5, stuff like that looks a little concerning. I'm not sure it's that big a deal. It looks a little scary. How can I sacrifice this pawn though? Maybe I check and play from there. I could play queen d1 actually. Rook h6 looks kind of scary in that case. So I'm not sure if I did the right thing here. Maybe king h2. I'm going to bail out with king h2. Then I'll play queen d1 and try not to lose on time in this probably equal position. But he's got the time edge. I definitely used too much clock for this game. Trying to find something that just wasn't there. Rook ending is equal. He has a little bit better structure, but my center should compensate. Okay. There's a check on d6. That's okay. I mean, at this point, rook e4, that's kind of scary. It's cutting me off. So I was thinking rook c5. The guy is so fast, and he's tricky. Man, I don't know what to do. Queen at h5. I'm going to lose on time again. He's going to bring another rook up. I could play rook e5. That loses a rook. Not really recommended. So rook e6, I have rook e5, which might save me from getting mated, which is always good. I don't... Okay, anyway, I'm going to do it. Take with a pawn. I guess rook c1, if he plays rook e6. Maybe I have to take rook, actually. The feeling I'm getting flagged. Yeah, I should take on e6. Moving my king, I guess. A little scary. You gain a key tempo. Yeah. I'm in check. Should be a draw. He's actually losing after the move a5. It doesn't matter. Actually, he's not losing. No, it's a draw still. Okay. Alright, let's try to find a 15-minute game. Well, at least we never had a losing position. That's all I can say about that game. He's kind of a cheap player. I don't think he's very strong, but he's extremely fast and practical. I think in a tournament situation, his rating wouldn't be that high. His real strength is probably like 22 something. Okay, let's try to get a 15-minute game, but been a little slow with the 15 minutes. And anybody who's joining us, I am going to try to play on the other sites. Talk to Lee Chess administration via email, and we'll be